Hey guys, how is it going? Impromptu video, let's just throw a title up there and call it a vlog. I'm in the middle of just cleaning up some stuff, but I also want to talk to you guys about a few things that's kind of exploded on the internet in the past few days, and just I want to be productive, so I'm going to do both at the same time. So I've got the camera set up over there. I need to clean up this vanity impromptu area over here. That's a big mess right now. I've got my tea going, and in case you're wondering, this is the Tao of Tea hand-rolled jasmine pearl green tea. It's actually pretty excellent. For someone who just likes to drink her tea straight up, like black, I guess that's what you call it, like with nothing added, this is pretty decent tea. So, tea here, mess is here, you guys are here, let's talk. So, a few things happened in the past few days that's caused quite a stir. Number one, the Met Gala happened, and that is, in case you don't know, one of those big fashiony things where it's kind of like a red carpet event, but the most, I guess, publicized aspect of it is what everyone is wearing to the Met Gala, because it's one of those platforms where you can really show off and be creative, and every year I think there's a theme. So this year's theme was China Through the Looking Glass, which I thought, great. You know, there's so many ways they could go with this. There's so many creative aspects, cultural aspects, you know, ways to bring that element into the fashion. So utterly disappointing for a couple of reasons. Number one, I was really hoping to see a lot more Asian designers being featured. There was a lot of Alexander Wang, there were a few Jason Wu's, there were some Prada, of course there's always Prada, and then there's, you know, the Versace that's always there. They didn't really bring in anybody super new. I was disappointed in that. And number two, nobody got super creative. Now, of course, there were the honorable mentions. For example, Rihanna, of course, likes to make a show, as always, and be the center of attention, and she showed up in this, I want to call it more of an imperial inspired robe gown, right? You guys know, you've seen the memes are up everywhere now with the pizza meme. And here's the funny thing, as someone who's Chinese, number one, and as someone who almost went to fashion school, I have a lot of I guess openness to fashion. Like, I'm pretty chill when it comes to, you know, interpretations and where you want to take this and creative flow. I understand that you need to give a lot of space and breathing room to fashion, right? Totally get it. But her outfit just seems kind of out of place. It's like she tries too hard all the time, you know? What was the last thing that she went to where she had this Diamante Swarovski mermaidy semi-naked dress that everyone was either love it or hate it? This is one of those situations. And with a theme like that, you know, how I read her outfit when I first saw it was like, oh, this is kind of a homage to kind of imperial, very regal type of thing. Yeah, I don't think it worked out. I think with her attitude and just her overall, the way she carries herself, that type of dress doesn't fit her, number one. Number two, what's even funnier is that the people who are now making these memes, right, with the whole pizza thing, you know, at the train of her robe, because her robe was just like this gold and yellow and people thought it would look like a pizza. Those people who are making fun of that, I'm not sure if they get it, or if they get the reference to, you know, the imperialness and all that, and that culture aspect. So it's like Dumb and Dumber. You know, I'm not sure which one is worse, but they're both pretty bad. I felt like she could have done something else. She's just, in my opinion, she has a great musical career. She is very out there, you know, she sometimes has great street style, but when it comes to these awards and events, I think she tries too hard. Okay, moving on. Who else was there? Obviously, the popular derrieres of Hollywood. We're talking Kim, J-Lo, as well as Beyonce. All three of them wore very similar, kind of mermaidy, figure-hugging, see-through, jewel-encrusted, strategically placed gowns. Again, so, I guess, overly done. I wasn't thrilled about it, especially with Beyonce. Again, I feel like she's one of those people who has such great presence and you know, in the way that she does her career, and then she does that. It's like it's overdone. I expect doing this, show me something else. Well, it doesn't really go with the theme either. I'm not sure what was going on there, but all three of them wore very similar dresses, and while I think they could all be dressed better, I think they just dressed too much, you know. And I'm not sure what is this thing in Hollywood, at least, that everyone takes, a lot of females take these occasions as an opportunity to be naked. Really, like there's this almost like this scale of how naked can I be without being totally naked but making other people think that I'm naked, you know. Alright, so moving on from that, who else? Sarah Jessica Parker wore this crazy Tracy Reese headgear, which, of course, you know, is it Philip Reese or Tracy Reese? I'm pulling a blank right now. But the hat designer, right? And beautiful hats, of course. But again, you know, this thing about it doesn't quite go with the rest of their outfit. It's like she wore this very interesting black gown. And then it's like, oh, let's throw in some Asian in here. So let's pop on this headpiece. It looks like an opera singer. I don't know. I just think some of them look really silly, because it didn't look good on them. Sarah Jessica Parker with her longer face shape, with the big tall hat, it just makes her face look longer. Again, Rihanna, way too over the top, trying to be the center of attention, not really working out for me either. It's like, you know, too risky. A couple people who I thought dressed really well. Kendall Jenner showed up in this beautiful, almost emerald, not emerald green, but like a green sparkling gown, very simple with some cutout detailing. I thought she looked fabulous. Olivia Munn, I think she is, wore this ombre black, red, and white dress with some bare shoulders, like a cutout sleeve. Super gorgeous, regal. Here's the thing. I found it funny that none of these big Hollywood sites, I guess, covered any of the Asian attendees. Not really. I saw a few of the Asian top models that were there and what they wore. Yeah, I found a lot of the Asian attendees dressed really simply and very elegantly, versus a lot of the Hollywood stars who just too much everywhere, too much. That's just my 5 cents. But I was kind of disappointed that no one took inspiration from Chinese porcelain. I mean, that would have made such a beautiful dress. It would have, you know, really stood out against the sea of red. I mean, you know, red is a popular choice for these type of things. Anything red, gold, jade green would have been fine. No one took that blue, that specific like porcelain blue and white into a dress design. I thought that would have been fabulous if someone did that. No one done it, at least not that I've seen. If you saw one, drop in the comments below. Actually, drop anything in the comments below and let me know what you thought of the Met Gala, because that's been everywhere. Okay, sip of tea. Now, next topic. Kylie Jenner's lips finally came out of the closet. Who was waiting for that? I'm not sure if I was waiting. I was just thinking, how long can she last holding this in? And I gotta say, she really held it in for months and months and months. And while I don't have an issue with, you know, her experimenting, she was saying she feels insecure about her lips and she wants to experiment. That's fine, like they're temporary fillers. But my issue with that is her public existence and popularity is so based on her social media presence and the way that she presents herself to her fans, you know, her followers and social media, all that. She should take a bit more responsibility for the things that she puts over here and everywhere. And if you want to do it, sure, just own up to it, you know? Like, tell people, I don't feel great about my lips. I want to try out some lip injections. This is what it is. You guys, you know, take it with a grain of salt and consult your physician and whatnot if you want to try it. Just put it out like that. It would have been done and over with. Like, then, you know, internet exploded over, oh, Kylie Jenner actually has, you know, temporary lip injections in her lips. Well, no kidding. Yeah, that rubbed me the wrong way in all kinds of ways. So that was there. Let me know what you guys thought about that and her lip injections finally coming out. But also, though, this brought up the point, and I do want to touch on this, I guess. So many of these beauty tutorials coming out that's to do with how to get Kylie Jenner lips. I don't know if putting that in the title is really just to grab clicks and to grab views or whatnot. I feel like you can certainly make a video about how to get fuller lips. I mean, I have a thinner upper lip and that doesn't make me feel great when I'm wearing bright lip colors. I would just call that how to get bigger lips or how to enhance your lips. But to say how to get Kylie Jenner lips, and then it's like, well, why would I want to be Kylie Jenner when Kylie Jenner isn't even being Kylie Jenner? She's doing all these things that's not her natural self. So, I don't know. I never got on that bandwagon and don't quite understand it. I think her makeup is pretty, but I just don't get this feeling of wanting Kylie Jenner lips. So, that's that portion of the topic. Lastly, I do want to mention that I have been working on my Blogilates. So many of you guys have been dropping great, honest, insightful comments and suggestions. In my previous video where I said, real beauty talk, I hate working out. That was just my honest opinion on the topic. And I'm so thrilled and delighted that so many of you guys left such awesome comments and suggestions. So, some of you guys told me that you really like these HIIT workouts, high intensity interval training, is that what it's called? And then a lot of you guys also loved a yoga with Adrienne. I'll have to look that up again, but I do have her bookmarked in my computer, so I'll start that maybe next month. But this month, since I already printed this out, I'm going on this Blogilates Beginners Challenge 2.0, which we are currently on day 5, which is abs. I like that this is all sorted out for you, and it links directly to the videos, and they're quick, they're concise, so she talks you through it. I don't have to think about organizing my own workout routine. I'm totally scheduled for the whole month. So we're on day 5, so we've done a total body, 1 ab day, 1 total body day, 1 lower body day, and I have realized I have very little to none lower body strength. I have very, very little core strength. So a lot of the ab workouts were hard. I can't say I got through all of them, from beginning to end, but I did try my best. I took a break somewhere through the middle and then went back into it. So far so good. I still have all functionality of my limbs. I'm not plopped on the floor like a piece of jello. We're still doing okay on day 5 today. So we'll see. It's another ab day. Ab days are hard. Let me know if you have been trying out the Blogilates, or if you are a popster, I think that's what she calls her followers, how you like her workouts. Cassie Ho, Blogilates. I've been trying this thing out. And let me know if you want me to give you guys some more updates throughout the next couple of weeks of how I'm feeling about it, or if you want a blog post just talking about my experiences, because again, this is my first time getting into like a serious exercising routine after a long time. So this is new, but I like it. So far it is tough, and again, no lower body strength. My upper body is actually pretty good. Arms are good. Cooking in the kitchen, those Chinese woks, they're really heavy. So yeah, I think that's all I have to talk about today to you guys. Let me know your thoughts, comments, suggestions down below. I know this is out of the blue, but I just really want to chat with you guys, so that's what this video is. Until next time, take care of yourselves, enjoy the beautiful sunshine on the west coast today, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.